The death of a child is a wound which runs deep for parents. Fathers who've experienced the loss, whether at the hands of violence or natural causes, have found a way to create a safe haven for each other. In tonight's Our Streets, Our Stories report, Call 6 investigator Rafael Sanchez joins us with the dads determined to help others. Rafael.
Todd, good evening. These dads are strong, they're funny, they're insightful. They meet for breakfast and everything is open for discussion. Talking about their kids is very comforting, and they're very open about the depression, the anger, that empty chair at home.
It seems like a band of brothers, if you will.
For these fathers, having breakfast satisfies the appetite and fills the soul.
I just feel like, when I leave, I just feel, hey, I can't wait to come next week again and see these guys.
David Ruana's daughter Emily died of an untreatable disease last year. Across the table, David Cook. His daughter Leslie was murdered inside an Indianapolis restaurant in 2003. He's been coming to breakfast to help himself and others coping with grief.
It's a sense of pride, knowing that maybe just by a little bit I have helped them come to a group of other guys who have lost children as a safe house place where they can be too.
The gathering is very informal.
I don't know what I've done, could have done it, but we never had this group.
Every time a new dad comes, the others tell their stories. For Rick Rhodes, life has not been the same since losing Chris, and sharing about his life eases the pain.
But it's always been therapeutic, it's always been cathartic, it's always been the ability to keep our son's memory alive. And I think that's what this group does.
There's no pressure to talk. Jim Updike wasn't ready to share about his son Joshua for about 4 months, and that was okay.
It was good to be in a group of men who were farther down the road on this journey than I was. 10 years, 5 years, 3 years. They all had different perspectives.
It took Don Buxton several months before he was ready to be in this room.
Thanks, Betty. It gave me great comfort to see the guys and hear the guys tell their stories. What I get from these guys is an assurance that I'm not crazy. My heart is in the right place.
His daughter Jennifer and her husband Dion Longworth, victims of the fatal Richmond Hill explosion in 2012. Dion's dad is also here with the guys he says get it.
They're safe, they understand, and they're willing to be there.
The men gather at Denny's on the south side and the Peeps on the north side. Mike Laird finds comfort in this place. In 2004, his son Jake was shot in the line of duty. Don Urine will never forget his son Jason and his girlfriend Sydney. They were killed while crossing the street on the north side of Indianapolis in 2011. It's around these tables
we are together, and I don't think anything will ever divide us.
That these dads seek advice, laughter, and strength. It's always on the menu. The Dads group is open to anyone who wants to listen or to talk. There's also a mothers group. For more information, you can send an email to morningswithdad@gmail.com. Again, morningswithdad@gmail.com. The dads tell me that a child's death is very painful. They tell me that some of the most hurtful things that they hear usually start with the words, at least. At least you had X amount of years with him or her. At least you have other children. At least they are in a better place. The dads say the best thing you can say after a child's death is to say, I am sorry, and just simply move on, or share a story about their child. And Todd, these dads are working on a book with many of their stories. We hope to bring you those stories coming up later in the spring.
It's good to see they have each other. Rafael, thanks for bringing that to us. Appreciate it.